I'm Brandon,
I'm Levi.
and this is NextGen Sales Training.
So hopefully you've seen a few of our videos, and we kind of want to go through who we are and why we're doing this and what you hope to gain out of it and what we hope to gain out of it.
We started the channel, just us two. We started the business, just us two, to hope bring the generation of salespeople that are coming up now into this century with us. So I think there's a lot better ways that we can do things in the car industry, and hopefully we can teach you guys those things as we practice them day in and day out ourselves.
We've been at multiple dealerships, and I think I speak for both of us when we see a lot of amateurism out there. So we want to make sure you guys are trained up and you are professionals, but without the old school tactics that just push your customers out the dealership and you never see them again unless you sell them that day. I think me and Brandon have both had kind of sales managers that are older, younger, somewhere in between. I think we bring a really good dynamic here because you would be considered millennial, I'm considered Gen Z. So we're young, and that's what makes us the next generation.
He said it! Levi brought the idea up of the business as a whole to me, and I'm passionate about it. He knew that I wanted to get into this sort of industry on my own. I started thinking about this 10, 12 years ago. But with that being said, once he brought it up to me, it kind of sparked the initiative and sparked the passion back up, and we just jumped on board and started running with it. Why I got into it specifically is I like affecting others around me. I like being able to influence how they act so they can better themselves and have the same success I've had, the same success that Levi's had. And hopefully down the line that trickles into their being and their ability to affect the others around them, because we're going to end up training the next sales manager of A, B, and C store, and they need to impact the people that are beneath them, because we've all worked for some great sales managers. We've all worked with some not so great sales managers, and I came up in the business with a lot of not so great sales managers. And with that being said, I'm not doing this out of spite of them or because of them or anything like that, but it has influenced my my thought process and how things should be trained, how we should do things on a day-to-day basis and treat our customers to get return business, and just overall be better people in the industry so we don't end up making ourselves obsolete down the line.
Yeah, I think for me, I never had the same passion to begin with to train and kind of be a coach and teacher like you did. But it was not until I got into management and started trying to help people that I really felt like that pay off, and it was just an awesome feeling. I kind of started in the car business, me, myself, and I, as most car guys are.
Yep.
But as I got into management and I found myself getting more selfless, I want to help people. I love when a salesperson brings me their paycheck and gets excited about it. There's nothing better.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that. So I just want to help you guys. I want to help us. I want to help everyone get better, just like Brandon does now.
Who I am as a person, my name is Brandon Smith, and I grew up in a very small town in Indiana. And I first got into sales at a local supplement shop in my town. That's the first time that I ever experienced actual salesmanship and started to learn about that aspect of it. That kind of grew a salesman mentality in me, just from learning how you respond with one thing versus another that makes your customer respond in a certain way, or things you say, the psychology behind it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And that drove me into the car business down the line, and I've absolutely loved it. I've been a salesman, I've been a finance manager, I've been a sales manager, I've been a sales trainer. I've done a lot of things within the car industry. I've done a lot of things within sales industry just as a whole. I have a huge passion for sales, for one, and we were just talking about this the other day. If I were to choose my dream job, I couldn't say exactly what my dream job would be. I just know it would be selling something. I know it would involve sales. And that could be whether it's selling myself or selling a certain product or selling an idea, selling a dream, selling plans, anything like that. I love sales as a whole because you're able to provide somebody with a product that you wholeheartedly believe in and that you help people. That's all you're trying to do, is you're trying to solve problems. And that's why I got into the industry to begin with. And that's why I'll stay in the industry for as long as I can think of. I don't ever see myself actually getting out of the business as a whole.
As for me goes, my name's Levi O'Connell. I grew up back in Oregon, and that's where I started my sales journey. I just came right out of college and started selling cars. So I think that's kind of relatable to a lot of people, because college, a 4-year degree, means nothing in what the degree means. I think a lot of people come out of college finding themselves in sales, and so I can kind of relate to that pretty well. What got me into sales was I'm just a huge car guy. I didn't see myself as a sales guy. I'm just a huge car guy. I mean, I grew up wrenching. I, always had a project or two going on at one time, and I thought that might translate well. And I didn't want to work on cars. I had my fair share of physical labor jobs. If you've ever worked like a private landscaping company, I mean, they whip you in the back until you're working and working and working. And same thing, I've worked in construction and everything. So I knew I didn't want to do manual labor, and wanted to somewhat apply my degree. I was in business. And so I got into sales, and I kind of found I had a good knack for it. And then I followed my wife out here, and now I've been through 3 stores now. I've been a desk manager, been a finance manager, and of course been on the floor. Currently a finance manager in a store right now, and I'm excited to help my team and help you guys grow.
So we've already told you what we want to accomplish as a company and as partners, and let's talk a little bit about how we're going to do that. We have plans in place to do classroom training. We have plans in place to do one-on-one training. We're going to be running through a lot of different aspects of the car business. And what we specialize in is getting salespeople in the car industry to the next level. Whether that next level be from 10 to 15, from 15 to 20, or 20 to 30. Whatever your next level is, we're here to help you get to that next level.
So we're gonna have tailored content to pretty much anyone in the industry. I mean, even 0 to 5 is a good example. I mean, we've already done our first day on the job kind of stuff. And we're gonna have it around where if you just need help yourself, if your whole dealership needs help, we just wanna make sure that where you are, and by the time you're done with us, you're on to the next level, making that little bit more in your paycheck, selling that many more cars. We wanna help you maximize your potential and get you on your way to, moving up, and also helping to know the whole business, and, moving to management, moving to finance, everything like that, because we've done it all. I think one of the big misconceptions about sales that we really wanna break down here is, I just don't have a sales bone in my body, or sales isn't for me. I mean, sales is for anyone. I mean, if you have friends, that means you can make people like you, right?
Yeah.
So you can sell. It's just about taking making people like you and then asking to buy. It's as simple as that, with a bunch of steps in between that we're going to teach you to become better and better at until you're crushing it.
So along those lines, we have completely different backgrounds. I'm more from just a lesser income home. I mean, obviously our parents both cared for us very much, as well as they could. He comes from a more white picket fence type of family. And I have no background whatsoever in trying to sell. As like growing up, my parents weren't salespeople, anything like that. We didn't come from a lot of money. We didn't come from a whole lot of anything. I made a huge change in my life, my income, my entire future based off of just getting into sales. And it's literally just that. If you can talk to somebody, I think you can sell. It doesn't matter if you're selling cars or not. Obviously, we're specifically looking at the car business. But in sales as a whole, I think that's why I like it so much, is it's for everyone. It's not just the good-looking athlete. It's not just the talkative person who's smiling all the time. It can literally be for anyone. And it's an amazing, amazing line of work. It's an amazing business. And I implore as many people as possible to look at yourself and see if it's something that you want to get into. Because the more people that we have in it that are good-spirited and genuine and just overall good people, the better for the industry as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people, with a crooked smile and a little RBF sell 20 cars a month. I've seen introverts that would rather be at home playing video games sell 20 cars a month. And I've seen single moms who are nothing but attitude sell 20 cars a month because they dedicated to the process they got better and better, and bam, it happens when you train.
And that's just it, getting better and better. That's overall why we're here. We want to help you get better in the line of work that we're talking about in the car industry. And if you absolutely love the business like we do, or if you're relatively interested in the business like we are, like our stuff, comment on it. We need to get some interaction. We want to build a community that we can talk to people on a daily basis like we do when we go out to the bar, when we're all hanging out at each other's house. We want to have that conversation. We want to help you with the problems that you're experiencing now, that what you're going through on a day-to-day basis. Just reach out to us and ask. We may make a video on it. We may comment on it. Just reach out, share the videos if you see them, if you think somebody else would be interested. We'd love to help in whatever way we can. And we're extremely grateful that you guys have watched this far. It's our pleasure, and thanks again.